try that again. Good afternoon. That's wonderful. Hi, my name's Rachel Gulick. I don't have my script in front of me. Shocking. I use they, them pronouns. I serve as the community liaison for the Iowa Pride Ensemble. So the piece you just heard was Lights Out by Shapiro. And we're just so glad that you all were able to join us today for our inaugural concert band performance on the winter solstice. Way to get out of the house, the shortest day of the year. How many of you folks, by sound of applause, a round of applause, have heard Iowa Pride Ensembles in some fashion before today? Great. How many of you heard us at Capital City Pride Parade summer 2025? Amazing. Okay, so I have my script now. Thanks, man. Okay, so welcome to our first concert of the Iowa Pride Ensemble. We are a community band made up of LGBTQ musicians and allies from across Iowa, united by a love of music and a shared commitment to visibility, belonging, and joyful resistance. Whether this is your first time hearing us or you've been with us from the start, we are honored to have you here tonight. You've just experienced Lights Out, a piece that doesn't wait for permission to disrupt expectations. Alex Shapiro composed this work to plunge performers and audiences into uncertainty, play, and even a little chaos, using sound, movement, and darkness to shake loose our sense of control. No two performances are ever the same, and that was intentional. Every community is meant to make the piece their own. For us, this work felt like the right way to begin our concert, not because it's comfortable, but because it reflects the moment our community finds itself in. Many LGBTQ Iowans know what it means to move through dark or uncertain times, and to keep reaching toward one another anyway. In Lights Out, even in the disorientation, small points of light keep finding their way back together. That is the story of our ensemble as well. Thank you for stepping into the unknown with us tonight and for helping us ignite this first spark. We are so glad you're here. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Britt Anderson-Shank. I am a trombone player. I did not play for marching band season, so this is my first concert band season. I grew up in music, and so being an adult where it's not seen as nerdy, or it is seen as nerdy, but it's a good thing. And you're not made fun of it for it, is really enlightening for me. So our next song is called Me, a Reaffirmation. Composer Randall Standridge has never been shy about sharing his story, one that echoes the experiences of so many queer people who grew up feeling out of place, unsafe, or unseen. In his original piece, Affirmation, he wrote a powerful musical celebration for anyone who has ever felt like an outsider. But this newer work, Me, a Reaffirmation, turns that message inward. It's a quieter, more intimate piece written as a lullaby to his younger self, that kid who was bullied, misunderstood, and made to feel small. Standridge wrote this music to tell that child, and all of us who have carried those wounds, it's going to be okay. We perform this piece tonight not only in solidarity with LGBTQ+ youth, but as a reminder to the adults in our community, healing is ongoing, self-love requires practice, and affirming who we are is revolutionary. Remember that you are beautiful, you are perfect, you are worthy. Say it over and over again until you believe it from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Please enjoy Me, Reaffirmation.
Hello, how's it going? Hi everyone, my name is Zach Wright. I'm a trombone with the Iowa Pride Ensembles, and actually was a euphonium for the marching band last spring, summer, so that was a blast. And I know just like a lot of people in the band, I'm sure, I did band a lot, like all the time in high school, and then once I got to college, I kind of fell out of it. I wasn't really involved in too much, and I kind of regret that now. And so I think for a lot of people, it's really hard to stay continued in being involved in band. Once you graduate college, there's not a lot of extracurricular opportunities to get involved in. So I'm very thankful to be a part of this and that this is a thing this year. So with that, our next work celebrates the magic that happens when individual brilliance becomes collective radiance. One Magnificent Light was premiered last year by the San Francisco Pride Band, another member of the Pride Bands Alliance, the national network of performers that we are proud to be a part of. Composer Matea Williams composes with a spirit rooted in nature, magic, and Afrofuturism. She describes the ending of this piece as a combustion of light and color, representing what happens when people come together as their authentic selves. Tonight, we offer this piece as a reflection of our own community, LGBTQ musicians and allies gathering from across Iowa to form something brighter than any one of us could create alone. One magnificent light made for many. Thank you.
Hi everyone. What you just heard was One Magnificent Light. I hope you enjoyed that. Our next piece is called To Be Free. My name is Amanda Thomas Murphy, and I'm one of the co-founders of Iowa Pride Ensembles. And on our newly elected board, I currently serve as the artistic director. For me, Iowa Pride Ensembles has just been the most fun I've had in a really long time with music. I'm a middle school band teacher in the area, and this whole thing kind of started at Franca Pizza about a year ago. Yeah, anyone like Franca Pizza? Really good. And Clyde, if you haven't been, it's really great. Me and Meredith and Rachel met and said, we've got to do something. We've got to do something. We've got to create some new community connections in Des Moines. Thus came Iowa Pride Ensembles. So you've noticed we've moved. This piece is a brass-only piece, so I'll read my little program list that my lovely wife gave me. And then we will start To Be Free. So, this is a rarely performed work, performed only twice before tonight. It was premiered in 2017 at the Dallas Fanfare competition, and is written for brass and percussion, giving it a really bold sound. The title suggests a journey towards liberation, but the music itself travels through tension towards resolution. For Iowa Pride Ensembles, this piece resonates deeply. Freedom is something our community continues to negotiate. Legal freedom, social freedom, the freedom to simply exist comfortably without fear. As you listen, imagine the many forms that freedom can take. The first deep breath after a long struggle, the courage to live authentically, the strength to claim space. To be free is our reminder that liberation is both a personal process and a communal one, and that the path toward it is worth forging together. So I'm going to make my way down there, and I hope you enjoy To Be Free.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, Rachel. Give me some t-shirt stuff before I talk.
Okay, who likes tie-dye? Okay, who wants a fully custom, one-of-a-kind Iowa Pride Ensemble parade t-shirt signed by every single member on the stage here today? Okay, we've had people banging down the doors for these t-shirts, and you're lucky because the bandwagon showed up today, and it turns out we still have some to spare. However, where do you think I'm going with this, folks? Do you think you might be able to spare some scratch, some dough, I don't know. I mean, we'll take just about anything that comes in plastic, paper, Venmo, and so, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Indulge us, would you? Maybe? Okay, great. Okay, so we were thinking, what if we, did a little auction moment? We're like, hey, who wants one of these t-shirts for $10? Do I hear $10? Okay, I see 10 there. What about $20? Oh, I see 20. What about 30? I definitely see a hand over there for $30. Okay. Oh, what about $40? I got 40 out here. I got 50. Do I see 50 on the audience? Come on, 50. We got 50 over here. Okay, we have 3 of them, okay? So don't get too excited, but also get really excited. Let me hear you. I see 50. Okay, we got 50 on the floor over here. What do we got? Do we got 60? I know it's probably the most expensive shirt you've bought in a long time in terms of t-shirts, but fully customized. In fact, this is the t-shirt we were wearing. There's probably some of our sweat, blood, tears on it from the parade. Blisters on me fingers, in our shoes, in our feet. I don't know. This parade. When we won first prize, the Capital City Prize. What am I trying to say? Capital City Pride Parade. Say it with me. Capital City Pride Parade. Okay, I've got 50 over here. 60, thank you very much. Anybody else? We have 3 of them. Are there 3 people that would pay $60 each for one of these? 70? Okay, thank you very much. I want to tell you why we're doing this. Well, you're going to learn about, maybe you've read through the program already. Okay, have you ever been to a swing fling? Oh, I didn't think so, because we're going to do it in the spring, baby! March 28th at Bash. Who likes swing music? Who likes jazz? Who likes to boogie? Okay, have you ever been to a career swing dance? Probably not. But if you like Benny Goodman and the lights, and a good shout chorus, everybody's going to be coming to this concert. It's going to be a dance. It's going to be 2 shower sections. Anyway, okay, so we've got 70 over here. 75. I heard there's a tiny voice that said 80 from the mouths of babes. Okay? Okay, so we've got, how about this? We've got 75. What was it over here? 60. Whoa! Okay, if we have 3 people to do 100, we'll be done with this. I'm not twisting anybody's arm. Come, baby. Okay, we're gonna do one for 100. You get your pick. Which one would you like? Yeah, this one. Ooh, ah. Ooh. This one. Ooh, ah. Like I said, totally customized. No one else is gonna have it. Because we made them ourselves. Okay. Anyone else want a t-shirt for $100? Okay, cool. There's one there. We will have a few out there that are not signed, but we'll be back with more later. Hey, do you know, it's pretty incredible when you meet folks that believe in a vision that
literally was just like, hey, you know, it'd be really cool to do a marching band. And then you meet a couple of folks. I'm kind of telling the lore here also, since I'll give you a story to, you know. I met Meredith and Amanda, and after this election that we had in November of this last year, I don't know if anybody remembers that, I hit them up and I was like, okay, y'all, I know you're getting married in like 2 days or something like that. As if you don't have anything else on your list of things to do, but I really think that maybe leading with a marching band right now in this moment to like spark a little radical joy, like what's more Americana, IOWA, 76 trombones, we band together, than a marching band. Can I, right? Like, and in these moments, on the darkest of days in all the year, I think it's so important for all of us to remember that it's so much easier to let your light shine when you are surrounded by brilliance. And I cannot tell you how honored I am to be a part of this incredible organization and to have met these two people who now I'm so grateful to be able to call friends and colleagues and folks from across the state of Iowa who came together for something as simple as a marching band. Because, you know, I really believe that when we band together, like buoys, it doesn't matter if I'm like half inflated or, you know, I'm bringing all of the air. When we band together, we all float, okay? And it's a lot easier to let your light shine when you're surrounded by brilliance. So thank you for bringing your brilliance here today. And I'll stop talking now.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Paul Lichty. I am actually on the board here for Iowa Pride Ensembles as the jazz chair, in addition to being a member of the music committee. And so, yeah, Rachel segued beautifully to our the next season of the Iowa Pride Ensembles. We started with marching band, and we had our concert band season, and we are fast approaching our jazz band season. So I'm really lucky to be able to be the jazz chair of this leg of the Iowa Pride Ensembles, and we do already have a gig at Bash, March 28th, and we are going to be sending out the registration form if you'd like to participate in the Iowa Pride Ensembles Jazz Band. We'll be getting that started and sent out here very shortly. So yeah, it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. We're reclaiming the jazz music that we have not been playing for a long, long time, and it's going to be amazing. So anyway, without further ado, I'm here to introduce the next piece as well, entitled Light the Way by Carl Holmquist. Light the Way is about movement, from darkness towards brightness, from uncertainty towards hope. The piece asks listeners to notice how leadership and followership play off of one another. Sometimes one voice steps out front, but that voice is nothing without another that rises to meet it. At its center, the familiar folk tune Going Home emerges, evoking safety, welcome, and the feeling of arriving somewhere where you truly belong. For our ensemble, the idea of home is very powerful. Many of our members joined the Iowa Pride Ensembles because we were searching for a musical home where they could bring their full selves without fear or apology. In performing this piece, we honor those who have lit the way for LGBTQ+ musicians, those who have made space, took risks, and invited us forward. And we also honor those following behind us, trusting that the light we offer will help guide their way. Please enjoy Carl Holmquist's Light the Way.
All right, everyone's a little bit taller than me. That's okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Nemi Zirkle, and I am serving as the concert chair of this ensemble. And I'm so thankful to be serving in that position and to be a member of this beautiful community. It has really been the light of my of my year so far, and I look forward to many more with this group. It's been wonderful working with all of these brilliant people. I'm here to introduce our next piece, which is really a special piece for me personally. It's probably one of the first ones I picked because I shamelessly love this music and I cannot wait to tell you more about it. So our next piece is The Wizard of Oz. It has been composed by Harold Arlen and E.Y. Harburg, arranged by James James Barnes, and he's got some beautiful counter melodies in this. So our next piece brings us into one of the most iconic sound roles in American film, The Wizard of Oz. The music of Harold Arlen and lyricist Jim Harburg was woven itself into our collective imagination for generations, and especially into queer history. Harburg was known for his sharp political wit and humanist ideals, as seen in his volumes of light verse, Rhymes for the Irreverent in 1965, and At This Point in a Rhyme in 1976. I love a good pun. His later fight against censorship and his blacklisting from film, television, and radio during the McCarthy era remind us that storytelling and activism have long traveled together. Long before queer narratives were allowed to be explicit on screen, The Wizard of Oz became a coded sanctuary for LGBTQIA people. Many viewers recognized themselves in Dorothy, a young person longing for a world where she truly belongs. Somewhere over the rainbow, perhaps. Her journey with the chosen family of unconventional friends resonated powerfully with those who had to build their own communities of acceptance. Over time, certain moments and characters took on a distinctly queer reading. When Glinda descends in her shimmering bubble and says, come out, wherever you are," generations of queer viewers heard a wink of recognition. The Cowardly Lion, played with camp and flamboyance by Burt Laird, embodied the era's stereotype of a sissy. But instead of being mocked, he is embraced, celebrated, and given courage. And the Emerald City, vibrant and theatrical, became a metaphor for queer sanctuary, a place of color, fantasy, and communal joy, far from the gray world Dorothy leaves behind. That symbolism didn't stay on just the screen. It made its way into queer nightlife across the United States. In New Orleans, one of the city's longest-running gay nightclubs was named Oz. And in Pensacola, Florida, another influential LGBTQ bar was called the Emerald City, both chosen as tributes to the film that had become a beacon of queer identity and community. Finally, and perhaps most famously, the coded phrase, "Are you a friend of Dorothy?" came to be associated with the film and was used colloquially to allow queer people to identify one another safely for decades, when being openly queer could cost someone their family, job, or freedom. It became a lifeline long before our rights were recognized. As the Iowa Pride Ensemble performs this beloved music, we honor both its artistry and its deeper cultural history, a history where queer people found hope, humor, recognition, and the promise of belonging. We invite you to join along the journey on the Yellow Brick Road and revisiting the magic of Oz.
see a single one of you right now. Oh my goodness. My name's Mary Murphy. I'm the president of Iowa Pride Ensembles, and I'm so grateful for you all for being here this evening. That piece is 5 pages long, and my mouth hurts. Wow. It is so beautiful, though. I think that you can tell something that's very important to Iowa Pride Ensembles is obviously we are musicians, and we are a community, but we are also storytellers. And the music that we pick is very important to us. Today is the winter solstice, fun fact if you don't know. And so our concert, Coming Out of the Dark, we really wanted it to showcase the light that we hold and the dark that we are kind of coming out of together. So you all are a really big part of that, and we just want to say that how much we appreciate all of you. Throughout your program, you've got notes for all of the things that you've heard today, and it was very important for us to have members come up and tell the stories of these pieces. We've got a very fun piece to close, and we'll have our final member introduction and piece introduction for you. But if you look at the back of your program, we've got some really special people to thank. We have some sponsors that have been really helpful to us. So please take the time to thank them for us as well. Engage with them. We've had amazing community members that just want to help in all kinds of ways. So read through the program, sign up for the jazz season, ask us how you can help, and we'll be here for you. I just wanted to say, again, thank you so much. This group of people behind me are some of the kindest and most talented people I've ever had the privilege of engaging with, and they have made my week so much brighter. I also just want to really give a huge shout out. If Amanda and Nebi could stand up, and if Paul could turn around, because Paul's already at the podium. These instructors have spent so much time lovingly helping us through each of these pieces together, and I just want to give them a little extra recognition tonight. So thank you for being here. Please continue to follow us along on all the socials and all the things we're doing at Iowa Pride Ensembles. Again, my name's Meredith. Thank you. We're so happy you're here.
Hello, my name is Dalia Manderson, and I am a clarinet in this Pride Ensemble. I first joined this band during the marching season during the summer, and I had lots of fun. Couldn't join the Capital Pride band, but I was there in spirit, trust. I really enjoyed this band. It gives me a place to, play music. After high school, there aren't many places to play music when there's without a huge pressure on you to play at your very best. We're here to have fun, and we like having fun. As we wrap up the program tonight, we are ending with a piece that is called You Better Slay, and it has joy and it is unapologetic flair. It is by J. Rod Hall, and he takes a familiar holiday tunes and infuses them with jazz, R&B, soul, and a whole lot of queer sparkle. The title nods both to a winter sleigh and to a sleigh that drag culture praise for showing up and shining bright. It's a perfect way for the Iowa Pride Ensemble to close our first concert with groove, celebration, and a reminder that joy is powerful.
available for autographs and photos after the performance. Please make sure that you find your performer, give them lots of love, and if you don't have a performer here, I love you even more because you're our audience members in general. So thank you again for coming today. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Performers will be staying on stage for a group photo really quickly. I still can't see very well, but if Forrest is in the house, if Forrest could go up to the balcony and get us a group photo from up there, I would be ever so grateful.